what do it, y'all? Swish Entertainment for y'all tune to all y'all favorite rappers and celebrities alike. But first, I need this little favor done for y'all first. Please like, comment, subscribe to this video, hit the notification bell as well. That'd be a great service to the channel and push y'all tunes to this story. Now today we'll once again be talking about rap legends Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar. So Kendrick Lamar had recently dropped his album known as G and X yesterday. This being specifically on the day of November 22nd. This man will end up speaking on Lil Wayne's comments on him being selected over him to be the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show, which will take place next year. This decision had been met with much controversy and disapproval, as Lil Wayne is from the city of New Orleans, which is where the Super Bowl will be next year. Given that Lil Wayne is a hometown native and he has such a successful career, many felt that Lil Wayne should have been chosen over Kendrick Lamar. But given that Kendrick Lamar had had a substantial amount of success when it came to the music that he put out this year, this will lead to Kendrick Lamar being chosen as the headliner of the halftime show for the Super Bowl in 2025 by none other than Jay-Z. Nicki Minaj had taken no time to be expressive of her disapproval in Jay-Z's decision making. She would accuse Jay-Z of being biased and having a profound hatred towards her, Drake, and Lil Wayne. Now Kendrick Lamar, when it comes to the music that he put out this year, was no pushover. Now many of the songs that he had put out were indeed diss tracks directed towards the Canadian rapper Drake. Kendrick Lamar will make his debut on Future and Metro Boomin's collab album known as We Don't Trust You. Future and Kendrick Lamar had done a song together known as Like That. On this song, Kendrick Lamar will bring up the Big Three discussion, which contains him, Drake, and J. Cole. He will go on to put himself above both Drake and J. Cole in the Big Three discussion and say that it's only him. Drake and J. Cole will end up putting out their responses and will put out their own diss tracks as well. J. Cole did not take too long to back out of the rap battle and would take to the stage of one of his concerts and acknowledge how much of a great rapper he thinks Kendrick Lamar is. So J. Cole, having waved his white flag and acknowledged that it's not really in him to go at somebody and be negative about somebody's name, that would leave Kendrick Lamar and Drake to go at each other. So Drake and Kendrick Lamar will end up dropping a great deal of diss tracks directed towards each other, which will lead to Kendrick Lamar releasing his highly successful song known as Not Like Us. This song being directed at Drake will go on to get a massive amount of attention. Many to this point perceive the song as the most successful and best song of this year. The song contains a club-like beat which was created by DJ Mustard, in which Kendrick Lamar would drop his name in the beginning of the song as well. So with this song being easily playable in a club, a concert, and a party-like atmosphere, this holds a partial reasoning as to why the song was so successful. Kendrick Lamar's widely successful song and diss track is likely the reason as to why he was selected as the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. Many viewed the diss track as the deal breaker in terms of who won the feud between both Drake and Kendrick Lamar, as many seem to be in favor of Kendrick Lamar when it comes to who had won the rap beef. So Lil Wayne decided to be expressive of his disapproval of Kendrick Lamar being chosen over him to be the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. On two separate occasions, he had made the decision to publicize his thoughts. However, he did not name drop Kendrick Lamar. One time he had went live some days following the decision having been made. He had said that he had felt like crap following him finding out the news that he would not be representing his hometown in the Super Bowl halftime show of 2025. Next, at an event, he would end up being the recipient to the keys of the city of New Orleans, his hometown. These keys to the city being given to him by none other than the mayor of New Orleans, being Mayor Cantrell. Lil Wayne, upon receiving the keys to the city, will once again acknowledge his non-selection as the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show. Lil Wayne will go on to acknowledge that he felt like his opportunity was ripped away from him, but then will go on to state that he felt like the keys to the city of New Orleans was something that could never be taken away from him. So with Kendrick Lamar dropping his new album known as G and X, he will end up speaking on the comments made by Lil Wayne and the lack of support in him being chosen as the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. This would all be addressed on his first song on the album known as Whacked Out Murals. So Lil Wayne, his lyrics will say, I used to bump the Carter 3, I held my really chain proud, irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, got the Super Bowl and now it's the only one congratulate me, all these dudes agitated, I'm just glad it's on their faces. So Kendrick Lamar, his first lines had addressed Lil Wayne's disapproval and him saying that he felt like his hard work let Lil Wayne down. He also stated that Nas was the only one that supported him in being chosen as the representative of the Super Bowl 2025 halftime show, which further supports the notion that there were really no public figures that were satisfactory with Kendrick Lamar being chosen as the representative of the Super Bowl halftime show in 2025. Nobody really seemed to show him support or give him praise for his Super Bowl selection when it comes to celebrity names. So Lil Wayne late last night had finally decided to put out comments directed towards the growing tension. Lil Wayne on his X platform has said, man, what the freak I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. So Lil Wayne in his approach, when it came to him pointing out his public comments directed towards the statements that were made about him recently, he had made it known that he felt like he didn't do anything to stir up drama, then going on to state that he just be chilling, yet somebody ended up calling out his name. Next he would go on to make it known that he'd rather be unbothered and that he does not want to be destructive, but if the situation calls upon it, then he will indeed feed into the drama. Now when looking back at Lil Wayne's comments questioning what he had did, while these comments from fans will not be posted as they could stir up tension, many did acknowledge that Lil Wayne had put out public comments directed towards him not being selected as the Super Bowl halftime show representative for 2025. One person put out comments acknowledging that Lil Wayne went on stage and received the keys to the city and would say that his Super Bowl opportunity was ripped away from him. This person will continue onward to point out that Lil Wayne's Super Bowl opportunity was never promised to him to begin with. Another fan had put forth their opinion, feeling as if Kendrick Lamar did not diss Lil Wayne to begin with. Now when looking back at Kendrick Lamar's lyrics, he did say that he used to bump the Carter 3, which is one of Lil Wayne's previous albums. Next he had said that he felt that his hard work had let Lil Wayne down. And as previously stated, with him saying got the Super Bowl and Nas the only one congratulating me, he would give a nod to the fact that he felt that nobody supported him in his Super Bowl selection. They failed to give him praise, but instead showed their disapproval in Lil Wayne not being selected. Now when summing up Kendrick Lamar's lyrics, it's not necessarily a direct jab. It's safe to say that it's not definitively a diss. But with Kendrick Lamar having name dropped Lil Wayne and him saying that nobody really congratulated him in being selected for the Super Bowl, that is enough within today's age for fans and the public alike to feel the fire. Now take into account that Lil Wayne signed both Drake and Nicki Minaj to his label known as Young Money Entertainment record label. So given that Kendrick Lamar and Drake have been feuding since 2013 and that tension has elevated this year, that could also be explanatory as to why Nicki Minaj was so heated at Lil Wayne not being selected as a Super Bowl representative and instead Kendrick Lamar. Now as previously stated, Nicki Minaj did show love towards Kendrick Lamar. Yes, some fans had acknowledged that both Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj had failed to congratulate Kendrick Lamar for his Super Bowl selection. So when looking at Lil Wayne closing out his public post on his X platform, it seems that he's being indicative that he is willing to get involved with a rap beef with Kendrick Lamar if the tension were to continue to escalate. But yeah, y'all, let's go cap out this video and know what y'all think in the comments. Do you guys think that both Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne will end up getting into a rap beef later on? Do you guys think that Lil Wayne's most recent public comments could serve to de-escalate the situation and lead to both Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar no longer speaking on each other? And to cap that off, have you guys heard Kendrick Lamar's most recent album GNX? And if so, what do you guys think of that? Let all that be known in the comments, y'all. That's gonna do it. I'm out.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.